everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is MTG Guldude. Today, it's been a while, but we got a what's in the box. But today I wanted to highlight a different vendor that I'm using as normal, and it is opened already because I had to get some cards out. This was a combined order with me and my wife. She wanted some Lorcana cards to help finish off her, I think it's the first chapter, and I wanted some Magic cards. So I actually had to separate our orders. But I wanted to ask you guys what you guys' opinion on Star City when it comes to ordering cards and stuff like that. Because I've noticed that Star City is a little bit more, reasonable with some of their prices compared to Card Kingdom. And just like Card Kingdom, all of your orders will come in one package. And that is something that I really appreciate over TCG Player. But another thing I wanted to highlight is that the prices for Star City is like midway between TCG Player and Card Kingdom. You're not going to find it as cheap at TCG, but it's not going to be as expensive as Card Kingdom, where they have they have a minimum of almost 35 unless it's like a super common card. But without further ado, let's go on ahead and get into the cards that I picked up. So one of these cards is the Feral Ghoul. This is definitely going into my Wilhelt the Rotcleaver deck. And I do need for that combo potential. Dragon Speaker Shaman. Ooh, that light is a little bit too much. Let's see if we can bring that white balance down just a little bit. Or up. That's a little better. But then I did get a whole host of different things because I am building a dragon deck like this. I didn't have this Dragon Speaker Shaman, so that's another thing. Voracious Fellbeast. I didn't open a lot of Lord of the Rings, so this is a card I needed for what is her name? Greta, Sweet Tooth Scourge. And this is also going into the Glittering Stockpile. Is a good mana rock for those that want, consistent value later on in the game. Make Disappear was one of the cards I needed for my standard deck. I'm playing Blue-Black Zombies. I have not been playing as long as some players have, so I did not have the full playset of Blackcleave Cliffs. I actually found one that I didn't know I had. But there's a full playset of those because I'm looking to pick up all all of the, what is the best way to call them? The staple lands for standard, along with the Dark Slick Shores. I had to get a playset of those for the standard deck. So there's those. Terror of Mount Villas. This is a good dragon that I'm gonna see if I can put into the dragon deck that I'm building. Double strike on a creature and giving double strike when it ETBs is a really good value when it comes to dragons, especially if you're not planning on going, just really wide with dragons, but you're planning on going tall with dragons. Imposing Grandeur is a very interesting card for me because for 4 and a red, it's a sorcery. Each player may discard their hand and draw cards equal to the greatest mana value of a commander they own on the battlefield or in the command zone. I plan on using Lathliss as my commander, so Imposing Grandeur is a great pickup for this dragon deck, considering, for 5 mana, I'm going to draw 6 cards. I'm pretty much just going to get a new hand. So that's actually really neat. Shivan Hellkite. I really wanted to pick this up for the dragon deck because it is a pinger. I'm going to use pingers to try and take all of my opponent's stuff out. So Shivan Hellkite indeed fit that bill. Scourge of Care Ridges is a little bit more costly on that because it's one more than the Shivan Hellkite, but it does do a very important thing, and that is it deals 2 damage to each creature without flying for 2 mana. And when you give it a Basilisk Collar, a Gorgon's Flail, or a Gorgon's Head, guess what? That's death. And for 6 mana, you can deal 6 damage to each other creature with flying. That one probably won't be as used as much because I'll probably just use the one without flying. Because I'll use other dragons to target, other flying creatures. And this is I think it said it was a light plaid. Yeah, you can see that white on that corner right there. It was a light plaid Bloodstained Mire. I needed this to finish my modern deck. I have 3 copies of Bloodstained Mire already, and I'm using a Polluted Delta and a full playset of the black-white fetch land for the deck, and now I can take out the Polluted Delta for that. So that's really good. Disciple of the Vault is most definitely going into Greta, so that's a thing. Skerrigan Hellkite. I'm getting just all the dragons that deal just damage in general. This one has Riot though. If you didn't, this is one of those forgotten mythics from the set, so I can understand if you don't remember it. But Skerrigan Hellkite, for 3 generic and 2 red, it's 4/4 with Riot. It enters the battlefield with your choice of a +1/+1 counter or haste. It has flying. But here's the kicker. For 3 and a red, it deals 2 damage divided as you choose among 1 or 2 targets. Activates this ability only if it has a +1/+1 counter on it. So for sure, this is coming in with a counter. So it's pretty much going to be a 5/5 for 5 with flying. So because I have to have that ability for the deck. Now, if I need haste, it is what it is. Sarkhan's Triumph for 2 and a red. I could search my library for a dragon creature card, reveal it, put it into my hand. This is going to help me find my pingers when I need them. Thunderbreak Regent is a great pickup for any dragon deck because when a dragon you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, it deals 3 damage to that player. So this is the prevention of targeting, as we're wiping boards and swinging face. And the last one is the Gorgon's Flail, because I'm trying to get as many Death Touch options and abilities into the deck as possible so that I can do the pinger thing and keep from having to worry about creatures blocking me. Because blockers, worrying about blockers is for people that have creatures that they're worried about. I'm not worried about my creatures. They're going to keep the board clear, and I'm just going to go on ahead and swing face. But that is all I have for you guys today. I really appreciate everybody that liked, comment, and subscribed to the channel, or for the channel. And we're still at 200. I want to see how far we can get, because I really do appreciate you guys, and I feel like we can still go quite a good way, just being a small upstart YouTuber. But that's going to be it for today, and I will see you guys next time in the graveyard.